few more minutes to see if more people come in. Hello. Okay, okay, so good. Well, I guess it's not morning anymore. Never mind. Hello, everybody. My name is Chihiro Howe. Um, I'll be showing you how I color this witch here. Before I start, I'll show you what colors I will be using. Today I picked out 22 colors. There's 2 colors on each end. Okay. Here, I'll list out the colors. I'll be using BB 2.0, blurry, BB 2.2, BB 2.3, BB 2.6, Y 1.1, R 0.2, YO 2.2, YO 2.3, YO 2.5, YO 2.7, OR 7.1, OR 7.2, R 5.3, R 5.5, RV 0.1, RV 0.2, V 1.1, V 2.3, V 2.4, V 2.6, RV 0.4, and RV 0.6. Okay. Okay, so when I color, I like to start coloring from the lightest part of the drawing. In this case, it's probably going to be her skin. So I'll start there. I'll be using R 0.2 as a blush and OR 7.1 and OR 7.2 as her base skin tone. So I am going to start with the blush. Here. Don't worry if you go over into the hair. I like to just color in there to make it look more transparent. And I'm using ORG 7.1 to blend the color. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll try to answer them as I color. Oh, so with OLO markers, the great thing about OLO markers is, unlike the other markers, you can leave the cap open and it's not gonna dry the nib. So I like to have it open in my hand while I color so I can quickly switch the markers. So coloring it in circular motion is gonna give you a nice smooth coloring. And when you go to the edge, flick it out so there's less ink there and it's easier to blend. I like using lots of ink to blend. It gives like a nice flawless. Okay, so the base is done. And just add some of the parts with the OR 7.2. Darker areas. Because I have two colors on each end, I could just flip my marker like this. Okay, let's move on to the next color. So I'm going to leave the skin to dry first before I move on to the shadow area. I will be moving on to the next light color, which is the eyes. Okay, for shadow, the white bits, I don't like using gray too much, so I'll be using BV 2.0 and V 1.0. Those are my favorite colors for shadow. So I don't like using gray because it's dull color. I like bright colors. So I tend to just avoid it altogether. Then I'll be moving on to her earrings, which is going to be gold. So I'll be using YO 2.7. It's there. YO 2.5. YO 2.3 and YO 2.2 for the gold. So this one, when I blend, I like to use the darkest color first. So I'll start with YO 2.7 and just add in a bit of dark there. And then using the next color. I blend it out. There you go. And then so leaving white areas, it makes it look shinier. Okay, and I'd like to use the 0 to blend into the white. Kind of blur the lines here. Okay. Now gold is done. Okay. I think the skin tone is dry enough that I can move on to the shadow bit. I like using R5.3, and I'll have OR 7.1 with me in case I want to blend the colors. Add it in the shadows. So it gives this nice pinkish brown look that I like. Okay, and then do the lips, chin, basically shadow goes under anything that sticks out, like under the ears, under the hat, nose, neck, hair. Blend it out with OR 7.1. So I use the OR 7.1 to blur the lines. Okay. Now I'm going to enhance parts of the shadows with R5.5. I just add bits of dark parts, blending it, blurring the lines with R5.3. Just bits and pieces. So enhancing parts like this, it just gives like this extra what do you say? Depth. Yeah. Depth to the drawing. So it's less flat looking. I think the skin is done. Let's move on to the next part of the drawing. The next lightest bit would be her hair. And I was thinking I'll make her hair purple. It'd be nice color here. I'll be using V2.6, V2.4, V2.3, and V1.1. So like I said before, I like to start with the darkest color when I'm blending. So I'll be using V2.6 first. Color the bit that's in the shadows. If I make a mistake, it's gonna be harder to fix. So I'll color more slower. Yeah, this purple is really pretty. Nice and bright. I always wished there were bright, nice, bright purples like this. So thankful that OLO made the exact colors that I wanted. So start with this darkest. So how fast is the marker drying on paper? Depends on the paper. This one's a marker paper, so it dries pretty fast within a few minutes, less than like almost instantly. Do you lay in the colors exclusively light to dark, or do you ever have a good use case for coming back with lighter colors? So, question. I use a lighter color later when I want to make patterns. Um, it's mostly dark to light when I blend. I only do um, light color over it afterwards when I want to make. I'll show you later, but with like a streaks in the hair and things like that. But sorry, my English is my second language, so sometimes I don't understand the questions. So yeah, I hope I answered it correctly. So because the markers, alcohol markers dries fast, I have to work in little sections instead of big sections. So I'm doing one strand of hair at a time. Okay, so when I pick out colors, um, I usually pick at least 3 colors to blend. Dark, medium, and light. Um, nice blending. The more colors you add in between the darkest color and the lightest color, the smoother blending it'll be. So you could technically do this hair with just 3 colors, but I like adding in more colors to make nice blending. Okay, so hold on, my ink is kind of running low, so I'm going to switch my marker so I don't have to worry about ink running out. Okay, I have another. Okay, so I'm running out of V1.1, so I'm gonna switch to another one. This one has more ink in it. If not, I have a spare one. So, okay. Okay. So darkest. This is B2.6, and then B2.4, and then B2.3, oh, I think this V1.1 is also running out of ink. Okay, so I'll show you how to change the ink. It's actually a good opportunity. Okay. So it's very, put this over just in case. Very easy. Just take off the caps. Here. Switch the nib. I don't have gloves on, but you should put gloves on if you just put the cap back on, and that's it. Easy. That should be good. It's such a mess-free way to change the ink. And I don't overflow it either, because I don't have to drip the ink in there. Okay. So this is V2.3. And V1.1. So juicy. 0. So the ink flow in these markers, very smooth. Like it, that song comes into my head, keeps playing in a loop. Okay. So another strand, so I start with B2.6 again. because it's darker color, be careful not to go over the lines. And then B2.4. I'm running out of ink on that one too. Dang. Okay, let's see. 2.4 here. Yeah, all these pretty colors, I use it a lot, so I keep running out of ink. There. Much better. So when blending, using feathering technique, so instead of just coloring in circles, I kind of flick it. That way, it's not as much ink to blend on the paper. I don't know if it makes sense, but so this is B2.3, then B1.1, and then I kind of went over the line a little bit here, and I'm using 0 to erase it. This is B2.4. .3. Just be careful when you color. B.1. Okay. 2.6. 2.4. Okay, so I like just putting the shiny bits of the hair, kind of not random, but it's probably like if it's an actual hair, you wouldn't get shines like these, but I like putting them there for make it look pretty. So here, so I'm imagining the light is shining from around this way. So I pick the shiny bits of the hair along that line. Although it's probably not accurate, but it's, art. It doesn't have to be accurate. Mm. It's nice that I can just keep the caps open and I So because the light is shining from toward the front, back here I'll add more darker colors than light. So I probably won't use any of the B1.1s here. Just flick it out. And then use the lighter color to kind of erase this hard edge here. Oh. So I guess the video froze a bit. I was talking about how it's nice that I can color with the caps off, so I can switch back and forth between the colors really fast instead of having to fumble and switch and close the cap and everything. Speeds up my process here. Almost forgot her eyebrows. There we go. Okay. So the hair is done for now. Okay, let's move on to her outfit hat. Okay, so for her outfit, I wanted to use some blue violet BVs. I'll be using BV 2.6, BB 2.3, and BB 2.2. Get the colors ready. So I start with the darkest, BB 2.6. Just color it in. And this BV 2.2 colors are my favorite actually. They're very, very pretty. I use them a lot, so I replaced the cartilage so many times already. It's sad because other markers didn't have this color. I was so glad when OLO came out with it. So my friend is the one, my best friend is the one who actually made the colors or designed. Oops, it's the wrong color. This one. Design the colors. You say design the colors? She made this perfect blue, bluish, purplish blue color that I like. So thank you so much. Such a nice blue. You probably see me use a lot of this color if you see my drawings, because yeah, they're my favorite. Oh, and they're actually, so I have a color artist color pick set. These colors are in there, so if you want to get one. Sorry, it's kind of hard to talk as I'm coloring, so sorry if I'm just rambling on and not making sense. Any tips or recommendations for how to fill a large area with color? Um, so for large areas, I usually use chisel. A chisel nib is good for coloring large areas. I don't have it with me right now, so I'm using the brush side, but I was using the wrong color. If you're using chisel, you could use the flat end, the flat side, and color in circular motion. It's faster to use than brush, actually. But if you don't have a chisel nib, you could use brush nib like me. I also use it in a circular motion like this. Get more flawless look. But when I want to blend, I take it out and use a lighter color to blend it up. Kinda. Color the heck out of it to erase the hard lines. And make sure you have a scrap paper underneath because these are alcohol markers and they bleed through the paper. I actually have a different paper underneath this one, so it doesn't get ink on my desk. Especially when you're doing heavy blending like this. I use tons of ink. Wait, did I use this color? Sorry, I keep forgetting to say the color names. Right now I'm using BV 2.2 Periwinkle. Is it frozen? Okay, it's good. Okay. Now let's move on to her shirt. It's not much in there, but okay. So BB 2.6. Then 2.3. And 2.2. Actually, you know what? I forgot the color inside of the hat. Let's use pink actually. So I'll be using RV04 and RV02 for the inside of the hat. Okay. So RV04. And blend it out with RV02. So this is RV04. Nice pink color too. Hot pink. This is RV02. There you go. And I should color her eyes before I forget too. Okay, her eyes I'll make them pink too. So I'll be using the same color I used for her hat. But I'll add a darker color, RV06 first. And then RV04. Two. And then RV01. maybe enhance it a bit more. Oh, how many markers do you have at home? For OLO markers, I have all 128 colors. Then I have like a whole bunch of other brands, but these ones, yeah, I have all 128 colors. Multiple colors of some markers because I use a lot of those colors. Like, yeah, like the BB colors. Okay, now let's move on to. Okay, I'm gonna put some details into the hair now. I want to do this before I start on the background because I'll be using 0 and it could kind of bleed out into the background, which I don't want, so I'll do that. I'll leave that last. Okay, so I am going to add some highlights. Pattern? No, not pattern. Highlights. Highlights to the hair. So 0, some brands say these are colorless blenders, but they're actually not really blenders. They take away the colors, as you can see here. So I like to use them as erasers. So I'm erasing the colors to add in the lines. Wait. So these streaks and highlights go with the flow of the hair. So I'm going along the lines here. So it seems like the connection's not that great today. I'm doing this live from my house, my home. Usually the connection's really good, but the internet picked today to, have a bad connection, of course. So sorry about that. Hopefully next time connection's better. Okay, let's pause for a sec if that's gonna help a little. Let's resume coloring. So again, I'm using 0 to kind of take away the color to add in the highlights of the hair. Okay, seems like the connection's bad again, or still. So I guess the connection's a little bad right now. So let's stop the coloring for a bit and I could do a Q&A if anyone has any questions. Also, how long have I been coloring with markers? Since college, which is way back, long time ago. Way back in what, 2005, 6-ish, I think? Yeah. Before I used to use watercolors, and then my best friend who actually made the colors. She's the one who introduced me to alcohol mark. And from then on, what's your favorite type to use with alcohol markers? And my favorite is actually bristle paper, the textured bristle paper. Um, I love how it blends and the texture of the paper. Um, but it does use a lot of ink, so I don't use it that often. But right now, I like using this paper here, which is the marker expressive blending card. Yeah, these are really nice, smooth paper. Action どうかな? Oh, will you be doing another live with Olo? If so, how will we know? I think I'm gonna be doing it like once a month, live coloring. I'll be doing it again end of October. We'll be announcing it again every time. Is it still bad connection? Maybe I have too many windows open. Let me close these. Okay, so I guess we'll be doing the rest another time. Yeah, so sorry everyone. Because of bad connection, I think we'll leave the rest of the coloring to another time. I think we'll announce it when we decide to do it next time. So, well, thank you for everyone for coming and watching. Yeah, thank you for coming. See you next time.